Good evening, guys. Good evening. And yes, Merry Christmas. I had a nice time today. I went to see family, and it was good. It was good to see, the family's growing, and I have uh, cousins that are starting their families and get to see the little ones. It's really nice. It had me, during the holidays, I feel very reflective. And when I got back from the dinner, back home, I was very, reminiscing about things in my past, the people who I've met, the places that I've worked. And I don't know whether it was just my higher self, but I was thinking out loud. I do that a lot now. But I was thinking to myself, what would I say to a young person, someone who's just starting out, like a high school or junior high school person? And I was thinking what I would have to say might seem a little, may not sound that spiritual, even though this is a spirit journey. I think also being spiritual is to be realistic and not to be what they call Pollyannic, Pollyanna, the character who saw things with rose color glasses and not really realistic, very, very idealistic. I think part of what I want to say is based on personal experiences growing up and how I felt like I'm a little all over the place with this conversation, but I'll um, but you'll see what I mean. I think about like some things that happen in business transactions, or you're in school, and in between like high school and then when you start looking for work, when um, you want to support yourself and going to college, things like that, you'll see that things may change and that you may have thought certain people were your friends, and that I see things like I'm speaking here in New York City, and how the demographics is changing, and especially changing for American blacks. Our percentage here and the number of us in New York City is decreasing. And sometimes people may have secret, they use a certain terminology. Like they can't just outright say we don't want black people. So what they say is, oh, you have to be bilingual. And if you're black, that that really means they want Hispanic person. Okay, and again, it's by neighborhood, but in the general population, when they just say it like that, they mean they want a Hispanic person. They want someone who speaks Spanish, and thus a Spanish person. Or some neighborhoods, Chinatown, it's understood you're going to get a Chinese person there, and if you're in a Russian neighborhood, they want someone who speaks Russian. So it's some of the jobs are squeezing out black, not Hispanics. So I I I don't want what happened to me to happen to you, when it comes to working. That even though I was Pollyannic, that I was very idealistic and everyone's my friend. But that's not how things worked, unfortunately, and I had to learn the hard way. So this video is really protective over other blacks or anyone who can benefit, or the principal. The principal could help any ethnic group. I would say, if especially if you're an American black, that if you're in school, learn Spanish. Not only to learn how to speak Spanish, but to write it. You find that a lot of people you might have people who could speak Spanish, but they don't know how to write, and they don't know how to write English either. So they will say things. Oh, are you bilingual? And you say yes, and that you can write in it too. Okay, but sometimes they may not even want that, because they might say, well, we're doing business with Mexico or this and that, and or not Cuba now, and they want someone with the same last name because they're going to cater to this particular demographics or marketing thing that they're doing, a marketing push for that demographics. And they might try to do that as well and still block you out of employment. So I just feel very led to say this, that any of you young black men and women, let's say you're junior high school, yeah, I would even say it, junior high school and high school, that find friends that look just like you. Have people not only just to look like you, but with the same mindset. Preferably a mindset that is ethical. Anyone who you associate with should be a person of ethics, should, be honest, punctual, and kind in nature, a good person. Because anyone that you're going to do business with, you want that. You want to be that, and you want to associate with people like that. I would say, if you know 4 other people other than yourself, form an alliance. I'm serious. Form an alliance. You can meet like some libraries. You could reserve a room. You get together, and you make like a pledge to each other, an agreement. You say, wherever where we go in life, whether you move to a different state or a different country, that you will stick together, and you're therefore to form some type of alliance and a business, and you get a business plan going, and you're going to research your business that you want to do, and then you're going to start preparing it, because I foresee that you're going to be locked out of many opportunities. Just a handful of us will have those seats available for them. So get at least a total of 5 of you in a group and work out this plan of action. I don't want people to say, oh, so-and-so won't give me a job. No, it's not going to be that way anymore. That's old school. You're not going to feel the poor black man or poor black woman. You're not going to have that mentality. That doesn't play anymore. That doesn't play. You have to do it for yourself, and start grooming yourself. I mean, I'm not talking about a physical grooming, but yes, that too, but a mental grooming. And start preparing. Start learning how to do things with your hands. That's also why in one of my recent videos, how I made that necklace. I don't have that necklace on now, but I made a seed necklace. I found seed like oak seeds and this other type of plant seed, and I made it into a necklace. And I did that and showed how I made it for an example, to let people know you have to start learning how to make things with your hands, because you're going to need to make a community. Okay, I'm really serious about that. I just feel very led to say this. Things are going to be changing in the United States, and I don't want you left stranded. You have to start learning how to make things with your hands. Uh, Learn how about gardening, how to plant fruit seeds, um, vegetables, you know, and just learn something that you think you would like to do. In addition to that, you have to know how to work with your hands and get business smarts. You know, so it's just something I feel very led to say that, and things are changing, and I don't want you left behind. You know, and some of the people that you think are your friends, that you know sometimes I'm watching you young guys and girls, and I say, I see it happening, and I know it, and I think that some of you in associating with people that you think are your friends, and that when your heart, see, when a black person is friends with someone, you're friends from here, but I see a lot of people outside of your group, they don't feel the same way about you. They don't. And you might feel, hey, you like peas and carrots. No. And that's an illusion. So, and I don't want you hurt. Choose your friends wisely. And a true friend is a friend of the heart. It's not about color or ethnicity. But I think it's good to have people from your community, whatever what you decide what a community is to you, find someone from that community that you have the same mindset, and that you're of quality in essence, and start preparing and start really choosing who you associate with. And it's okay to be alone, be by yourself too. But even when you're alone, still learn about other people, learn more than one language, and learn about other cultures. Regardless what you do, you need to learn about other people. But I'm just saying, to have as a refuge, someone that you could relate to on a social level, that you could talk to for emotional support. So that's all that I have to say. This let me see. Oh, it's after midnight now. So it's December 26th right now. It just passed midnight, and yeah, I just felt led to say this, and it's okay. It's gonna be okay, and enjoy the rest of your life, and only you can make it happen. And start planning. Write it down. Whatever what your thoughts are, what your dreams are, write it down on a paper, and you're going to start seeing things blossom. Get it like 4 other people like you. Write down your dreams, whatever. Don't steal each other's ideas, but brainstorm and work together as a team and make it happen. Okay? Let me know what you think. And any of you who act on this, let me know. You could write a comment below, or email me, message me, and let me know how it turns out. So peace and joy. This is Spirit Journey. And again, feel free to subscribe. You can comment below, share this video with your friends, family members, and as always, you can give me the thumbs up if you like. Take care, guys. Enjoy.